Well, let's get to it then. It should be a good one. Envy versus Sentinels, and these are two teams that have been going in almost opposite trajectories, to be honest, as well. Sentinels have currently been stumbling a little bit. They need to find themselves a little bit more after that loss to Crew, whereas Envy appearing to go from strength to strength, week on week, making these improvements. Now tasked with trying to take down Sentinels, and this is a battle where the stakes are set up quite easily. You get into the upper semis if you win this one, but more crucially perhaps is the fact that you dodge that lower bracket, which doesn't get reset even if you make it all the way into playoffs.
Yes, if you're in the lower bracket when you qualify to playoffs, you stay in the lower bracket, which is brutal. So you do not get that extra life regenerated. That's what these teams are fighting for. Not just making it through the playoffs, but giving yourself the best chance possible of actually going on that run and making it to champs. That was the whole point of why Sentinels redid their roster. Rob Moore said their goal was to make it a champs, or at the very worst, make it to Masters 1 in 27. At the moment, it looks like a long road. But you just got to put one foot in front of the other for both of these squads.
Focus on the challenges ahead here. But Envy are no slouches. They've been proving everybody wrong. The anticipated date with Destiny, Sentinels versus M80, not to be, because Envy had something to say about it.
And it was this map where they absolutely dismantled M80's Ascent comp. Great ante.
Yeah, very good ideas. They've showcased that, I think. Ability to really pinpoint the weaknesses of a team. Jonah P might have a lot on his plate soon enough. Shock Dart's going to be primed here. Envy got that B main control now, going to be sending it flying forwards, at least with a stun. Going to be pushing Cortesia out of position.
The trip.
Trip will be tangling, but still no kill confirmed. And a bit of a pause potentially called for, but now flooding out through lane, and the kill's already going the way of Envy. Towards the back of the site, Jonah P is no more. And a pistol round almost all written up at this point.
John and Redux still with 2 flashes to work with, but in a 2v5, it looks pretty impossible. These guys were so late. SEN players left on an island trying to anchor B. Envy had a lot of time. And they've just got to fend off these final 2.
I'm going to get past Demon 1 first, and this guy, listen, not taking any time off, not quite yet. This is lovely by Envy. Brilliant lead, putting their best foot forwards here on Ascent.
It's such a different team to the one that you would have seen 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that. 1 month back, you're looking at this team. They look like a free W for anyone who was playing against them. And they have just been rejuvenated. That swap from Knights, moving over to Duelist, picking up compositions from Leviatán, basically. Putting Demon 1 on Perma Chamber. It's sensible roles, it's sensible comms. And it also seems like it's given them at least a platform to work from. At least a foundation with which to then work on stuff like their communication, their coordination, this kind of stuff. And getting better performances out of people like Kesnit, for example, who absolutely ran over M80.
We'll see a very patient play so far by Envy. Just looking to see if they can farm up the orb. There's no reaction.
Bit of a hallmark of the way that Glyph has been calling. It's been very different to what Envy were doing earlier on in the year. If you showed an Envy fan when they were a tier 2 team these kind of VODs, they would not know what you've done to them.
No.
But it's been a long journey to get here. Now, I'm a little bit concerned at this point that they are just waiting for SEN to figure out that they're not coming B. There is
not budging,
40
though.
seconds.
Yeah.
You'd think there was a tech pause.
Really
But I promise you, there isn't.
30 seconds. I think it'll send it out.
30 seconds left.
Possibly as well, just hunting. SEN have been one for these little trap plays on their ecos. Flashes, a player jiggling.
Yeah.
It could have been Envy. We've been talking about them. They have been very good in terms of the preparation that their opponents have been going up against.
Oh, very good.
So it could have been just them waiting for signs like that.
Definitely. I mean, you can run a ton of different trap compositions or trap setups with both of these compositions. Off Demon 1's contact or off the cam from Cortesia.
Look at that.
Are they looking to die to Spike? Knights is hunting.
Yeah, Knights is hunting. The player that wants to generate some of these orbs. Up, Guardian spamming away. Doesn't quite get it done. Kesnit, though, still going to be holding down up towards heaven.
Frankly, Envy have done a great job, though, at prioritizing Knights. They got him the ult orb, they got him the plant, they got him a weapon to go and hunt with.
And now one away.
Yeah.
Demon 1 does not mind going down with a ship here.
No,
and they got the Ghost, so perfectly happy for it.
That's a great start from Envy. A very controlled start. If there was any level of a trap, They might have just heard the Cypher cam roaming around on A as well. That might have been one of the reasons why Envy were a bit cautious to walk in there. A lot of the traps are going to come off Cypher cam contact. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm seeing players lean back. Makes me concerned. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. I said there wasn't a tech pause, and I summoned it into existence. How do we manage that?
Well, sure to be a short one.
Yeah.
Tech pause gear. Not going to speculate. Wait, we're going into the settings.
Hold on. I am willing to speculate. It's Kesnit.
It's the keyboard.
We can use our eyes.
Turn it off, turn it back on again. Never fails.
You worked in tech support at one point.
I did. Yep. Would spend like 5 hours on the weekend helping old people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do a lot of turn it off and turn it back on again?
A lot, actually. It fixes a lot. I'm not going to lie. We will be probably getting into things soon enough here. But yeah, we can sing the praises all day long for Envy.
We really can.
A lot of the improvements they've been making every single week.
I think the question for both of these squads really is, even if SEN start getting on an uptick, is it too little too late to be in the middle of play-ins and feeling like you're getting into some form? For Envy especially, if we want to dial in on them, this is better than they've played all year, basically.
It is.
I mean, apart from that one game where they destroyed MIBR by playing Kesnit Cypher and, you know, all sorts of silly agents and just kind of running it down. Apart from that, this is the most fundamentally solid that we've seen Envy all year. But it is a very tough task to imagine that they'd be able to go fully through to the grand finals.
Like
That
all the way.
is so difficult.
Distant dream, but like you said, you've got to take it one game at a time. First one in front of you. Sentinels going to get an opportunity now as well as they go up against the bonus, but it is going to be potentially a potent one here for Envy. Getting this one sorted out here. We were already talking about how well they're doing prioritizing Knight as a player. His ults on the Phoenix. He is one away currently.
Yeah, I
grab an orb for your bonus. You are laughing all the way to the bank.
You're not allowed to discuss tactics with your team in the middle of a tech
No, you're
like
not.
this,
I'm not allowed to say anything.
But you're allowed to think about them.
Yeah.
They can't stop you thinking. They haven't figured out how to do that yet. So I think for Sen, they got to be pondering, like, you know that Knights is going to be looking to play for an orb somewhere. How do you stop him? Are you going to run some kind of flash repeak into B main? Are you going to try to fight for A main control and deny the orb there? This is the guy whose change of role has it reinvigorated Envy. And he looks like a key piece for anyone to build around in the future.
Yeah.
He was a key piece that Sentinels wanted to build around. That's why they had him on Cubit Academy.
That's exactly right. Now he's playing against the parent org. Sentinels obviously had to make much more rapid changes in a shorter amount of time. They couldn't afford to wait for Knights to become eligible.
No.
But we're getting into it now. The timer ticking down, and everything we were discussing still pretty much relevant, to be honest.
And it looks like it will be that A orb control that they're going for.
Sentinels might have something to do and say about it. Look at it, grouped up right now.
Paranoia, stun, maybe even a molly over the top. Redux is lining up the molly, I think. Here it comes.
Looks like it. So they're going to be a bit of a counterplay already cooked up. Sen trying to get one step ahead. Waiting for it. They hear the TP. There's the molly. Let's see how they deal with this one now. Slight pocket to play in. Kesnit!
No way.
Good way in. How the hell is this kill being claimed? Jerwin. It's gone down.
How did Glyph end up killing Jerwin there in the midst of all of that?
Man.
I mean, Kesnit must have done most of the damage, you'd imagine. Well, that was an attempt from Sentinels to deny the orb. Has not worked. Knights with an ult. And they're in a 5v4. Couldn't have gone better for Envy.
Yeah, now they just cut noise, wait it out. Sen still sticking around. Holding down the space that they can.
The cut noise call from Glyph, hoping to spread the defenders back out. Drone from Jonah P, though. Clears out B. You can keep the stack A.
Yeah. It's going to give a massive indicator, especially with the util flying forwards. And Kesnit was already low enough there. Just one bullet will do it. QT finding it now to run it back, going to be utilized to see if you can lead the charge. The rest of your squad flowing in behind. Envy looking to make the most of this with the flash forwards. It's a deep TP back in again. Cortesia on that high ground. He's already found himself two. Through Heldon, it's going to be cleaned up and happens a big reveal. Spraying away just the outline of the hail. How the hell is Rossi getting away with it? Barely alive at all. There it is with the Odin spraying out a 1v1. Jonah P versus Glyph. Sova v Sova. And there it is. Swing off to the side. It's Glyph with a tiny little three-piece and a bonus conversion for Envy.
I think both teams understood exactly what the game plan was there the entire round. And it comes down to execution. What a bizarre situation for Jewin to find himself in. He thought he had the upper hand. He thought he had the jump on Envy. Instead, gets a flying Kesnit and a ghost shot from Jonah P in his face. From Glyph in his face, sorry. And Glyph is the one to close it out. It's a good call, good cut noise, good execution from Envy. Attack side Ascent, and they're up 3-0.
It's one of the best beginnings you could really hope for. Sentinels aren't actually economy enough. They still got rifles in play.
Yeah.
So the money isn't going to get broken off the back of losing that.
That's because they went for the hard eco straight after losing the pistol. Although Jonah P can't afford the rata-ta-ta-ta.
Yep.
Only with the Bulldog.
Very, very cautious, though, from Envy. Slowly poking around. Team of one.
Pixel angle being held there from Redux.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of damage.
Team one's just going walkabout. It's perfectly happy to do it. He anticipates that they're going to be on either the eco or a half buy. At least a half armor, so the Outlaw could definitely get some work done. Cam spotting him out will push him back and away. Envy have 50 seconds remaining.
These are the rounds that actually weren't working that well for Envy when they played against M80, when Kesnit goes solo cat.
Yeah.
He's got to stay alive.
Pulling a lot of attention towards him, but already going to be moving back and away now. 40 seconds. Got to get a move on here.
This Trip is great.
There it is. Trip just going to be tangling them all the way up. Bit of spam for the wall, potentially doing the job. Got Azir, yes, still good for it now. He's buying time for the reinforcements to arrive. Backs to the wall. The anchoring player is bunkering down. So time pressure is going to be mounting onto Envy here. You've got no choice but to see if you can power your way forwards, but you're straight into the maw potentially. Envy crunched at a moment's notice. All that time that's bored as well. The rest of Sentinels collapsing upon them.
Really good flood coming out there from John and from Redux. They were a little bit late to the party when it came to the pistol, but here they're in. And Cortazir, that trip that he places over towards market, you need that against Envy. What did Envy do against M80 on this map? Mid, B-splits, mid, B-splits, over and over and over again. M80 could not figure out a solution. You've got to use your Cypher utility, whether it's a one-way cage at market or whether it's a trip like that that's difficult to break. Cortazir is the key guy to stop that play that Envy love from coming through.
This is a bit faster though, some pace behind it. The molly lay it down along with the fast lane to dart up towards the back.
Ult broken from Rossi, but they're still in.
Ult broke, still looking to commit. Jewin up onto that heaven angle, but doesn't want to really dice with death too much. Jonah holding now, waiting for the right time to strike here with a dart. It's going to be prime. Flash forwards along with some more util, but that's Nice just shutting him down. Dart though, with a big reveal. Nice is very much alone here. Needs a bit of a bailout from the rest of the squad. He's dodging and juking for the util for now. Down into hell. Jewin's going to contest with this and struggling to do so. It's all Envy currently running away with a round. This looks to be just that fourth round added up to the tally.
Envy completely dominate this space. I like the idea of Redux going for the flash at the same time as Jonah P's recon. But was the flash bad, or did Envy just have incredible awareness and dodge it? It looked like it did nothing.
Yeah, it could have been a bit unlucky as well. Knights, not sure if it's a bit of spam or what, but Redux in the smoke. Now trying to hunt out the remnants of these weapons. Pretty essential that they hold on to this one now. Sentinels bunkering down. They do keep the two guns.
They're keeping their economy alive by a shred, but it's not good.
Oh, there it is. Dodging that.
Yeah. They're cracked. I mean, we've never been in doubt of the talent on Envy. We really haven't. It's just about putting it together. And it feels like they've actually managed to do that in the last couple of weeks.
Timeout here for Sentinels. Pretty necessary stuff. Adjustments are going to have to be made. I mean, so far we're seeing Envy pretty cautious stuff, not really willing to rush into things, with the exception of that last round that we saw.
The problem for Sentinels is Envy are dominating A main space and then execing A. And SEN have tried to fight them for A main, and they lost. That fight might need a bit of refining if they want to go for it again. And they've tried to anchor A like they did in that round, or at least set themselves up for a fast retake. That's how I would describe that attempt in round 5. And it didn't work either. Redux got shut down trying to come through market. Jewin was the only player that went in. Envy feasted. Here's the player that was absolutely fantastic in the game against M80. Look at the ACS there, 300 ACS. What a glow up compared to, you saw the stats at the top, like twice the ACS in the game against M80 compared to what he's been averaging across stage 2. Because it has been brutal. The normal form from Kesnit, historically, excellent player. Really, what a talented player. But he hasn't been able to find that recently, up until the game against M80.
Potentially going to be paving a way forwards. Sentinels will be looking to see if they can turn things around. Tough task ahead of them, though, dealing with this MV squad. We're talking about it, the communication. Been getting cleaner ever so slightly, and talk about clean, snappy stuff from Joan, but might be assailed quickly enough. Manages to disengage, still MV, but more up their sleeves potentially.
I'm gonna say,
Mid.
There's one market, they're clear me.
Oh, I left you.
Mid one, right? Mid one, mid three. One market. I got tagged.
Yeah, mid 3, Neon.
I'm coming to you.
There should be one jiggling on my ping, okay? Neon's jiggling mid 3.
Heard. Did they see you?
Maybe.
Did they see Chris or Connor?
Don't know.
Okay. He tripped market. They're leaving mid.
Yeah, yeah. The Neon was mid 3.
Heard.
Jiggling. 100%.
I'm coming to you. They have no camera. Could be a main, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go heaven. You think you can make it out on site?
Yeah, yeah.
I got juggled.
Was it?
Neon.
I doubt I haven't.
Okay.
It's like full
2.
giving.
3 Kevin.
3 heaven.
2 more.
Three more.
One max.
Last player
Oh, that was
standing.
you.
Heaven
Three,
into
three,
3.
three.
Bingo. You got this.
One enemy remaining.
6.
Well, talk about a Red Bull clutch.
When Rossi said, "You got this," I didn't believe him. I did not believe him. But my God, he was seeing the future. What was that? They lost the plot entirely. They lost Glyph. They had no idea where he was. And then they just fell down into him a couple at a time.
Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable.
I think that's exactly what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Dismay on his face, and now we're seeing it. Sentinel's going to be up in the tempo. Not to be pushed back from this one on that eco, the aggression showcase, but Envy ready to just absorb it all. Feeling empowered after a round like that. Probably feel like they can do no wrong.
The round had gone so poorly for them too. It was a nice call in the previous round. Envy just picked a fast strat out of the book after a tag timeout. This one should be an easy cleanup, to be honest.
Really should, yeah. These players are slowly being taken out, one after another. Still left reeling after that.
It's a backbreaker.
It is.
It really is. You're on the defense side of a SEN. You should be able to put up, I don't know, at least in this meta, what, 7 rounds at least? It's not the most defense-sided meta of all time, but still. You're not putting up 7 rounds here.
No.
Not a chance.
We were talking about it. Envy. Week to week, strength to strength, really. What you got to listen into is those comms check-ins, and you will see the evidence.
They were actually communicating the positioning of people really quite nicely, up until Demon 1 had to shoot his own IGL.
Yeah.
But empowered some kind of skill into him, I guess. I don't know. Ridiculous. This round, bit of a just eco desperation push.
Some tiles crunch. See if you can catch some of these players off guard.
Op, Odin, Sen, need it.
Desperate to put a round on the board. We're seeing it's fast here, but he overdrive, but Jerwin just takes his time with it. Lines up the shot. Kessen's taken out. Snowman TP, the ult from John QT. Reinforcing over towards B now. Hunter's Fury as well. Everything being unleashed. Rendezvous to just peel back to safety. No connections. And be happy to slow things down once more. Look to poke and prod in a different direction, but they're going to be meeting potentially their match. Redux holding close. Jonah holding for that contact here with the Odin and a spray. Flash to follow through. It's a lovely play to cook up in a moment. Less hesitancy from the Sentinels.
And a very good defensive setup in general. They just knew exactly what they wanted to do all over the map. Jonah P important on both avenues of it with the Hunter's Fury and the Odin. Could Glyph make magic happen again?
Surely not. There it is, finally shut down. Demon 1 on his lonesome, but necessary adjustments by Sentinels.
The reality is, though, Brent, Envy could lose all of the rest of the rounds in this half, and they would still be feeling pretty decent about what they've done so far. It's a tough road here. And it's their map pick for a reason, but here, SEN responding back with at least the first.
Yeah.
The weaponry, their economy had never been in a good spot because they went 0-3 down at the very beginning, but getting this up and getting this Odin online at the same time, that's helped their defensive setups enormously.
Nice shots across the board. SEN desperately needing it.
But now you know that Joewyn's got the operator. Demon 1's going to be looking to hunt him out, I would imagine.
Yeah, we see the attack side up in his hands.
He had the ult in the previous, but I don't think they were quite aware that Joewyn was opping. And Joewyn likes to op on passive angles. You see him up here towards A Heaven at the beginning. He's quite a passive op player. Not bad against a very aggressive team like Envy, though, I think.
Yeah. Wait for the game to come to you to a degree. A bit of a default here. Envy still scoping out. They are worried about the presence of the yacht. That's why they're not. You see Demon 1's positioning. It's not as aggressive, just holding for a bit of a cat peek. Drone to clear up through into main. That's going to be raining down. Molly from Redux looking to see if he can slow down the approach, just in case there was some pace behind it. Knights has an ult to utilize here if they want to try and go into something a bit faster, but Sentinels are waiting.
Demon 1 heard the drone through mid. He might be calling to his team that Joewyn is probably posted in mid somewhere behind the drone, but instead, Joewyn's rotated to A Heaven. And he's pretty likely to catch Kesnit or Knights.
There it is, run it back, and there it is. Joewyn shuts it down immediate. The ult, that at least dealt with. Fast lane, forwards, no real follow-up off the back of all of this, and it's going to be sidestepped again. Joewyn, operator, seems to be the ticket. Seems to be what's helping him out massively now. One shot going wide though, but still that rifle aim intact. The Junk QT ready to put and stamp his mark of authority onto the site. Gonna be following through. And once more is left into the hands of Demon 1 without too many chances at all. Time is ticking away.
Yeah, he's got no hope here. Best thing to do would just be to save the operator in this spot. I think this is the first round where we're seeing Envy actually making a bit of an error. I think you need people in right behind Knight's ultimate there. If your threat on the other side is an op, you have to catch the timing between shots. And that means when Knight gets his ult broken by the op shot, right before this actually, Kesnit needs to be going in, you know, Kesnit and Rossi, whoever's going to be scaling, need to be going in right before the second shot can land. And instead they kind of cowered in A main. And despite being 6-3 up on the attack side of a SEN, it's actually going to be Envy that call the attack timeout here. It's been a couple rounds in a row right now, since the op and the Odin came online, that SEN have been able to stabilize. Stunner wants to give them an option to be able to get back into the game. I say back into the game, to keep the lead going.
Yeah, it's all about just keeping it. The Sentinels are finding ways in. Joewyn, the operator, being that a major piece.
I think they've got to find out where he is a little bit more. They heard the drone in the previous round up through mid, and they might have thought that Joewyn was pushing up off the back of it, but Joewyn seems like he's just rotating based on noise currently. He knows that Envy are going to end with sight pops if they haven't taken mid control.
I mean, Envy is also, they're not really working the map too much. They're just taking main control, cutting noise, re-hitting quite a lot.
Yeah, they do have the B split through mid that they like to run, but I think they make it very obvious when they're doing that strat. You're never going to be surprised that they've run a B split on you because they, you know, they're a galloping horde down the middle of the map.
You can hear it coming. Okay, well, fresh round now, round 10. Other side of the timeout, Envy. Looking towards that B main. That's exactly where Joewyn is once more. Op v op, perhaps. Joewyn could be once more stunting any sort of attempts from Envy. Just the reaction times there. The flash will connect, and he does just miss the timing on it ever so slightly. Backs himself up.
It's given Demon 1, though, the priority on some of these angles. When the Phoenix Wall drops, Demon 1 is going to be looking for these picks.
It's a passive line, isn't it? Joewyn isn't really giving anything away.
If Joewyn peeks a little bit... I mean, Demon 1's got the wrong read on where exactly he's going to be posted.
Smoke in the face. Joewyn. You're gonna have to press forwards or not. Paranoia's gonna be sweeping on top of it. It's a stun as well to just delay this one. Envy all the way in, but there's Join. Shorty in hand, activating now and just running and gunning, tearing through them. Buying space here for the rest of Sentinels to get involved into the action because it's Envy the ones bleeding, limping into this next one. 2v4, Glyph and Rossi. Backs against the wall, there are no other options. They have to fight their way forwards and through. Dart's going to be broken immediately.
Good break on that one.
Yeah. Could have been a spam potentially from it. Glyph forward, risks to be taken, but tripled up. Faced up, Sentinels are not letting anything slip here. Not in the slightest.
Very clean round from Sen. Love the way that Join played that. He realizes that he's been pushed back a little bit, gets back, Spawn, doesn't offer himself up as a pick, but he comes in instantly to help the site anchor with a shorty, and then also grabbing the Phantom. It's just perfectly played. Putting his body on the line, realizing that he is no longer the guy that, with the op that can affect the outcome. He's got to go help his team, flood defend. Sen are clawing their way back in.
Yeah,
if they could make it a 6-6 half, I think they'd be delighted.
There.
Still might not be enough, but I think they'd be delighted.
Oh, they would. I mean, considering they lost pistol bonus.
Yeah.
Worst halves to be at, to be sure. And right now, it's Envy the ones with the emphasis placed upon them. They got to figure this out.
4 players seen there at B.
With the cam. Again. To see if they can prioritize potentially the orbs. Now it's going to be grabbing that one up, but there's a bit of spam straight into the corner, and suddenly one of your key pieces with Demon 1 out. A lot of bite taken out of the Envy offense.
Good read that that's exactly what Envy were doing the last time, and they've duplicated it again. Jonah was so ready for that.
Deep dart. Knight still holding on to some of this space here. Looks like
refight.
re-acceleration. It's just a neural theft, and Joe still holding down onto the corner. Attempted to punish. It's Knights himself who's the one.
There.
Neural theft is going to be pointing out as well at Envy. They're just setting up towards mid. An immediate reposition.
Really nice reposition of the trip as well, actually. Got to see it pick that one back up and put it down. With 50 seconds on the clock. Envy know it's there, but it's still so tough to get through. Glyph would have to break it with a shock, I think.
Yeah, Envy are just looking scattered right now. Hoping and hunting options. Kesnet just trying to poke, see what his players are. But it pre-fires at the corner. It's a good shot. Great trade by Redux.
Good anticipation from Kesnet. Here's Jerwin anticipating Glyph's walk down.
Glyph not aware of that line here. That's going to be spike drop down too, with the chances of Envy's round also. Dropped and fading away. Rossi looking to see if he can hold on to the gun, but not for much here. Sentinels now, they just need one more round and they will have dragged this to level against all odds.
It's an incredible comeback. It really is. It's ever since they got the Op and the Odin in the hands of Jerwin and Jonah. That duo has just made such a difference. Good to see Jerwin as well. 12 and 5, recovering himself after a really rough showing in their most recent game. They'll be happy about the fact that he's firing on all cylinders.
Rossi's been taking his TP a few times in the past, so he's anticipating it, but we can see Rossi's in a different direction.
It is the same neon wall that they like to use, though.
Yeah. This time, running it up into the A split. That's a running back that's going to be sticking out into the open. We'll see if anybody can defend the body in time. Knight's looking to see if he can lead this one forward. Jonah P, perfectly content to just hide around the corner. That's the recon util do the job. Gliding forwards though, Kesnet. Not to be outdone, trying to pave the way now up through heaven and putting a squeeze onto them. Jerwin answering back. That's a spike drop down. Needs to be an answer, but Jerwin's still alive. Overdrive in his hands. And he's running away with things now. Doesn't matter, they lost control of where Kesnet could be. Right click up into the air and exchange once more. Now an ult of his own. He's picked up that, at least with a spy, gliding around, trying to hunt out, scope out. Where could they be in this 1v2? And
he can get out.
It. Immediately recognized, 50 seconds. And the overdrive is going to give him that ability to just reconvene over towards B.
Houdini, he's out. He's planning on B.
Straight up. Cam's going to be spotting him though. So just have to play this one together, but there's always chances now for Kesnet.
Redux has a flash as well.
Trip's still active. It's going to give them a little bit of information. They're going to know roughly that Kesnet is only going to be in some positions.
Kesnet is an aggressive player. You expect him to make a play like pushing stairs, and that's going to freeze Sen for a little bit while they worry about it.
Pushing forwards onto the one lane. Both together now. Sentinels making the most here. Kesnitz just trying to scope this out. Redux. Sharp and well honed though in this one, and he's earned and granted that 6th round here for Sentinels. As we were saying earlier, despite all odds, they've done a fantastic job.
And Jerwin's been amazing for them. I think you step back a little bit, big picture. 6 rounds on attack side is still spectacular for Envy. They did all of their work early doors and put Sen in a spot where they had to battle uphill. But battle they did. Jerwin, 15 kills in the half. Momentum, I guess you could say, on Sen's side, even if it's going to get harder for them on attack.
Certainly so, but they've got that composure, the grit on display with the tenacity. Anything is possible in the second half of Ascent.
Okay, so Knights, look, a little birdie told me that you used to be a part of Cupid Academy, and I figured, great opportunity for you to go ahead and let them know how you really feel. Okay, what is it? What was it about Cupid Academy? You want to slam it on the ground? You want to, huh?
I mean, it's a nice little, cute little toy. I mean, hey,
What do you have to say to him?
keep it up, little guy.
Keep it up, little guy. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Thank you.
Yeah, there's no venom there at all. I mean, he's probably been treated quite nicely.
I would imagine so.
Organization.
I would imagine so.
No bad blood there.
6-6 at the half. Envy should be very happy about what they accomplished, but it was Sen winning 5 rounds in a row to draw things level. And they'll be feeling like they got their feet underneath them finally. The pistol round, it's still really important for Sen to be able to get this one, in my opinion, though, because an even half going into the attack side of Ascent feels difficult.
It does. Pistol round, always important, especially so here.
They've guessed correctly. This is the empty site. Only Rossi home.
Will have to be played full retake. Envy themselves going to lay down a smoke or two, but that's not going to be doing much to dissuade them. Sen already the realization. Coordination as well to make sure that every single area is checked.
Slows them down a little bit. Baits a slide out of Jerwin.
It will be that full 5v5 retake though. See what Envy have got cooked. Paranoia still waiting.
Yeah, flash recon as well, that's what I'm looking for.
There it is, Molly over the top. Stun onto the one side of things here. Sentinel's got to try and weather the storm now. So U-Tool is going to be used on either side. It has stunted Envy. Using some key pieces, but it's still holding on to a few pieces now as a flash. All the way forwards, deep as the smoke, but again, Redux just taking up residency inside of it, dominating control. Glypto slipping the net all the way towards the back, and somehow Envy, but through heaven unaccounted for. The retake works to fruition, and a pistol round earned up.
2 for Glyph, 2 for Demon 1. Envy managed to take a pistol. That is a blow for Sen. They're going to need to try to capitalize on every opportunity on the attack side here. There's going to be so many threats. Demon 1 in general, trap plays off his contact. And with Glyph's form at the moment as well, 11 and 7, winning that 1v4, winning the pistol round in a difficult position here. They've done a great job on both pistol rounds. They really have.
Messing around with the economy. Envy pretty much fully investing into this round. Not looking to take chances here for Envy. It's a good these Sentinels, good opportunity to see if we can do exactly what Knights was doing on the opposite side of things. Build up to the next ult.
I'd imagine the Redux might even want to play for the other. I think
Like the Lev default.
it looks like they might be baiting that they're going over towards A and hoping that they can catch someone on the push-up out B. You know, if Demon One does follow this drone, you can go back to B and hope to overwhelm him. End of the day, though, he is a chamber. He can probably just get one and get out.
Yeah. There's going to be a flash in his face, though. We'll see how Demon One reacts. Forwards, he just respects it. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Glyph potentially just... Body was opened up to a degree, but a spam through the wall. Jerwin, barely alive. And now with that extra piece of spam as well. Wall going up, couple of stray bullets. Looks to be blind fire, really, but it's all working out into Envy's favor against the eco of Sen. But Sentinel's not able to get too much done.
Redux is 1 away from getting his ult. That's great news for Sentinels. Unfortunately, Demon One is 2 away from having a free operator. And that could be pretty bad news for the way that Sen are playing. They've struggled, I think, in recent games against Chambers, against Ops. Meat grinder down line.
Yeah.
Jonah P goes for the Odin on the attack side.
Big fight to be happening. In through B main. Flash held. There's many layers to this here from Envy. It's the exact same look that they had on the pistol.
Godzilla's job is to try to bait this out.
Yeah, well, that's a lovely kill. Rossi's gone down.
Was that through a smoke?
Potentially.
Looks crazy from the minimap.
Was that through Cat?
Oh, A is just empty.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the pistol setup. Envy are just super confident to play the A retake. But when you don't have Rossi alive and you lose all of tree and grass, the retake is a lot harder.
They're left guessing completely now, and Sentinels at this point feeling more and more confident with every single step they take towards that A site.
Glyph realizes that he's got to at least get information over here. Make sure that nobody's pushed into extremely deep territory.
Taking his time with it now. All up. Just to prevent anybody from planting in a usual spot. It's very unusual, really. Jonah P just slapping down a spike now, and the rest of the team going to be flooding in. Envy trying to take this one fast, but Redux! Okay! Sentinels. Force from Envy, but straight back at them.
More of a flood attempt from Envy compared to the pistol. Not gathering up and going for those flashes, the recon plays, the pressure through market door. Little bit more slapdash, you could argue.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's counter spam. I guess you could kind of argue that Rossi gave his position away, but you gotta feel unlucky if you were Rossi in that situation.
It's one of the best case scenarios though for Sen. Redux, he's got his ult. Didn't have to use it.
Demon One didn't get the tour de force, but he does have the money for an operator, and he's hanging around in mid.
Pretty standard stuff here. Sentinels just trailing by 1. The wall propped up, cuts out the one avenue. Lets players cross up into more advanced positions. Demon One though might get a chance. It's a straight shot, rare miss, but as that blind is going to be collecting into the wall. It's Envy just stumbling over themselves to a degree.
I don't think Redux is going to get anything done with this.
Yeah, running back forwards, just hunting for possibilities. It's going to get shut down anyway. Drone's going to be spotting out Demon One's position. We'll have to at least get back to safety. Cortesia's gone down in B main. Sentinels, though, feeling like they're all over the map. I mean, did they hear that with the rotations?
I think it's very possible. Jerwin might have just given them that info. Glyph's kill, though, onto Cortesia. Cortesia was the guy who might have been able to open something up with a lurk pick. And Envy shut it down. Glyph's form today has been remarkably good. And look at this for an aggressive position for your Sova. I mean, yeah, we're watching it now.
Aggressive as anything. That's where Sentinels are leaning.
It's so committed, though.
It is so committed. Getting the info down, getting the kill on top of it. Very wide face. It's good by John QT. Makes it a difficult challenge, really, for Glyph to get any more done. Trade intact on top. Bit of spam down into the line. That'll at least give Rossi second guess, but they need a bit of help now for Demon One. He's alone very much onto the side. Now, blind is picture perfect. Can't see a bloody thing now. 10 seconds remaining. Still that time pressure, but Redux bailing them out. Helping out entirely. Rossi left alone. 33 HP. Not long for the world there. Odin in your face. 8-8. It's Sentinels dragging it level.
That's an important round for Sen to be able to find. When Cortesia gets shut down over towards B, what are the options for Sen? They explored around the map. That could have been a skewer. That could have been it. Done dead early doors. But here, being able to get rid of Glyph in B main opened up an avenue. And they got back into B.
Let's go. Good round. Good call. Good call, Cortez. Good call.
Dude, I love the energy.
You need a steady hand at the helm, Josh. That's what you don't get. You can't keep screaming forever. Jonah P knows that.
Yes, yes. The tired old man of the team.
Yeah,
you need one of those.
All right.
Yeah. Jonah's actually really good in the comms. He has been for years.
You're always going to get that calm energy from him.
He also just communicates clearly and communicates quite a lot. Let's take a look at Joen, though. He's a player that's at the top of the scoreboard, 18-9. You're looking at his stats in the loss versus Crew, where he did have that rough performance. But the bounce back, the difference maker, that could be him today.
He's putting on an absolute showcase right now with the operator with a rifle in hand. He's 18-9 currently in his stat line. It's a massive turnaround, genuinely, from that last game.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too harsh to say that it did play a significant part in terms of Crew being able to beat Sentinels.
I think so, yeah. I think he just found so few opportunities to have impact in the game. His passive positionings were getting exploited. He was having to play retake a ton with the AWP. It was difficult. Whereas here, he seems to be getting involved a ton more.
Yeah, it's good to see.
And SEN get what should be a bit of a freebie round here, but Demon 1's tour de force looks very scary.
And straight down mids. You only bite really to the eco. Things that could go wrong. And here's it posted on an incredibly deep line. There's no one top mid to punish this one.
Well, Cortezia is evacuated, but Jonah P could well be a target.
The drone pulls the top. Demon 1, you've got to get back to safety of the rendezvous. TP straight back and away.
Do they think about the next layer, though? This flash out into Jonah?
Oh, that's a cracking shot. I mean, Kesnet somehow taking out Jonah P.
Yeah, Knights didn't even go for the flash.
See it now, Molly's going to be layered down. Plant still to be played for, but now going for it. Hunter's Fury down. That's going to be pushing you all the way back. It's buying extra time now. Envy feeling like they can commit ulting around like this with that player advantage. Moving forwards, Demon 1, tour de force. He's already found himself a pick. This is dire circumstances. Sentinels only just getting that plant down. It's all going a little bit too wrong against the eco. Came out down now. Hail of the bullets in through door. Redux is going to be that playmaker, but what is that? Big reveal. Redux taken out, instantly traded. And Cortezia, what can you do in a spot like this? They know exactly where you're going to be posted.
You can't even go for it.
You can't.
It just wouldn't even make any sense to try to contest. Envy have wiped the floor with them. On a round where they came in with one gun and a bunch of classics. I mean, Demon 1's tour de force, of course.
Yeah. Sheriff shot at Kesnet. Cracked things open as well with that kill onto Jonah P.
Jonah was very alone in mid.
Yeah.
And he was droning as, I guess, a bit of a fake pressure to make it feel like it wasn't a full A-pop.
They were doing that a lot. A lot of their 4-1 defaults. Trying to make it feel that way.
Whoa.
But yeah, that's what you get with this MV team.
I have an opening for you, Connor.
Whoa. You might want to drop that one.
I don't have any other guns.
You take what you get.
Does that imply that the Glyph doesn't want to play with it?
Hold up. It's Envy trying to go for a bit of a task crunch here, but it's immediately going to be diffused anyway. Cortezia cutting it close onto the angle there. With Kesnet going down, suddenly, what a threat removed.
Not too much of a heavy commitment behind that.
It looked like they wanted to fight through into B main, but they've immediately adjusted. I mean, this is a rapid wrap around. Envy grouping up in through mid now, just trying to play this one onto the flank, but it does give up the site entirely.
It's going to be on Jonah here. Jonah playing alongside with Cortezia.
Cortezia is forward, trying to dodge that flash in time, spotting perhaps a few more players. Gives up pretty critical information, swapping around with the weaponry once more. Drone not seeing too much into the front of the site. Sentinels don't have much in terms of post-plant positioning, but ingrained for now.
Jonah P could rip an ult here. He's going to go for it.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury popped off. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Joen potentially getting that stun offline, and he's pressing, pushing the advantage. He's looking for more. Spilling out blood in the streets of Ascent with plays like that. That killer instinct on display.
What a beast. He's got up to 21 kills. The bounce back from the game against Crew has been legendary so far from Joen. Almost a KD of 2. In an even game as well. It's not like Senna completely stomping him.
Yeah. It's a monstrous performance from Joen.
I love that play as well. Jonah P could think about using his Hunter's Fury in B main, and instead he doesn't go for it. Commits with his team onto the site, and they use it aggressively to make space and create a distraction for their star Neon player to go flying in. I don't think Glyph wanted that Odin. And I think they cooked up a set play to try to make some value out of it. He is back on a rifle.
9-9. Sentinels giving it their all in this game.
It was always going to be an uphill battle when they went down so heavy early on. But they got grit.
They found my trap.
That's good to see. Team 1 still going to be posted. The angle just outside the logs. The wall causes a couple of issues here. As Rendezvous is peeled all the way back. Knights have a flash and a peek. Hunting for some of that mid-round information as we reach that minute mark there. You can see Cordazia working his way up mid.
It's good drone timing from Glyph, recognizing that B main is completely empty, but last time
Gap.
he pushed up into B.
Gap in the smoke. Team 1 capitalizing. Straight up now we see it. There's another flash and just rebounds against the wall. Knights to Molly lay it down, but that's not going to be stopping Jerwin. Electric right now.
But they're going in two different directions at the same time.
Yeah.
Where do you end?
No power. Where do you end? I mean, Rossi might also just be filling in the gaps. Extra information being
30
cleared up.
seconds
Jerwin left us that intel. He's calling the players back to A. Rossi moving around. He's at least claimed that kill. And also the second. Jonah P going down.
It was looking
Decision
so
is
good.
made has been forced for the issue. Sentinels have only got to go into B, but there's even more players waiting into this direction. No easy task ahead of them. 11 seconds remaining. They are just full throttle all the way in, but Demon 1 is waiting in the wings alongside Glyph. Envy taking a lead once more.
SEN had constructed a scenario that looked good for them. They had opportunities on both sides of the map, but they were hesitant. They didn't know which way to commit. John still had his ultimate. He could have connected with these A players if they'd been able to go towards the site. But instead, Joan and Jonah never really met up with each other and solidified that space. And Rossi
Let's go, guys.
drove the knife between them.
Win this shit without doing nothing.
I think you'll have to do something. But I think his point is that SEN,
You don't have to get too active.
you don't have to get too active. You don't have to make any crazy plays. You don't have to go for tiles crunches or some elaborate set play. SEN actually are doing it to themselves in some of these rounds. They are not just gathering up and running an exec. They're trying to work these defaulty poking and prodding in multiple different directions, and frankly, Envy are getting the better of them a lot of the time.
Sentinels, though, have still done a fantastic job of being able to scrape back despite being down significantly. I mean, you're talking about a team so far on the timeline. They've lost both pistols, bonus at the beginning, and that first half they've conceded as well. So, despite that, Senna's still only trailing by 1 round. I got to give a lot of credit to them. The extra timeout that they've saved for a rainy day right now, potentially what they needed.
SEN have definitely won a fraction more of the rifle rounds. That's absolutely true. But they did put themselves in that hole, and they're going to have to dig themselves out. I think I'd like to see them go for more of the exec style. I think forcing Envy to go for retakes over towards A. Some of them worked. Here's a fight.
Yep, fight forwards. Kissin trying to make the most of this one. Again, the bullets raining down. German's going to be taken out. He's blind as anything. More util where that came from. Piling it on.
These team fights in A main, it doesn't matter whether it's the first half or the second half, they've been going the way of Envy. Jerwin, 22 kills, dropped to the floor. SEN are going to have to do it without him. Cordazia has been their savior in games recently, in difficult rounds. But he has been shut out by Glyph every time he's tried to take space on B.
Yeah, immediate re-clear. Team 1 now be posted up. Sees where the shock darts are coming from, anticipating that jump spot. But Sentinels are calling for the full rotation, despite Cordazia getting pushed off that line. Doesn't have that B main space.
It looks like Envy feel confident and happy to be able to play it for a 5v4 retake on B. Knights with the ult. I don't think they'll try too hard to dive into this B site. Demon 1 and Glyph should be ready to play their lives, maybe get a spam kill.
This dart could be deadly. Going forwards, trademark's not broken. Regis just sending it flying forwards now without running back. Let's see if he can clear most of this. It's a dart that's committed into spawn. A couple of bullets with the tag down. Knights still looking for that reclearance. Time, 11 seconds, down to 10 now. Sentinels got to get that plant down. No pushback, Jonah P. Still able to get this one. Confirmation now, but the players are toppling, dropping. In the midst of all of it now, Knights is all the way forwards, Jonah P though. So Willis back to the wall, stopping them in their tracks. But it's just up to him and Cortazia now. The smoke in the face of one. Isolated, splitting up these players. Envy trying to play it with that discipline. Walking up for now. Overdrive now popped off. Kesnet trying to force a reaction potentially out of them. With Jonah P going down, it's all up to Cortazia. And listen, as that smoke dissipates. Still players are left unaware. Potentially planning a position for him, but it's going to be watched for on that lane angle. And Envy just to crew up another.
SEN with 2 players towards B main, and they never found any value out of it. Leaving their players on site as food for the wolves as Envy closed in. That fight towards A main and the confidence that Envy have in their retakes proving to be a little bit too much for SEN.
Give me that shit, bro. Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
SEN have got another buy, but they're starting to get towards the bottom of the barrel. They need a round soon.
Poking up through mid here. It's a deep down and a flash forwards as well. There's a lot of emphasis being placed now. Aggression on top of it! But Kesnet! Not one to be outdone! The follow through with Demon 1 out through mid. Rossi now, it's his turn to shine. I'm going to see it. TP. Bit of a reposition. Sentinels now feeling flustered. An attempt to make a play in a moment here, but they are just 3 players left alive. Envy happy to follow all the sound cues. Where the noise is, they will go.
And they're so ready. They're so ready to play some kind of pre-take. Fast flood here on A. Every player, a 5v3, ready to collapse.
Plant down.
If SEN needed a hero at any point in this game, they need it now. And Cortazia could be him.
Need a playmaker, Jonah P.
Jonah P.
Odin in hands, waiting for it. It's anti-flash position, ever so slightly. Bit of spam though forwards. He's blinded up.
Rossi!
It's cutting up and breaking ankles. And Cortazia again left alone with so much to do. But shut down in the end. Envy find that 12th.
Envy just smell the blood, run towards the areas that SEN are fighting over. This drive-by's disgusting, man. Set play from SEN designed to punish a player in spawn like that. Kesnet, no. I don't think I will die today, actually. He's on his feet. He's not taking over it to the same degree that he was in the M80 game. But Envy, the fluid system is working today.
Yeah.
They're hunting out these kills and swarming.
Trying to lean into the fights. Where that action is. A flash overhead once more. Demon 1 smoked off his line. Mid control looks to be a priority, but Envy are already trying to fill up that gap.
SEN trying to make it feel like they're going for a B split and instead comes straight into Rossi.
Rossi has to be a playmaker here, but that overdrive, difficult target. The jar as well with a movement. Slipping in there, but that's still tagged down into the floor, and a bit of spam from Knights will save the day. Trying to hold it down though, Kesnet overwhelmed. And Sentinels might just have a lifeline yet. Any way to survive into this one, sharp shooting, Knights eventually traded. It is scrappy, it is messy. But somehow potentially finding a way, but leaves it into that 1v1. Demon 1 now versus Jonah P. A massive health advantage. Demon 1, perhaps the element of surprise. Position was noted earlier, but this is a fast, rapid rotation.
God, what a way to play it.
And the question is, does Jonah P expect it?
What a way to play it.
It's so damn quick. The dart is going to clear up some level of information, but it doesn't give a lot. Jonah P still left guessing, repositioning.
I think Jonah's going to get the read at some point here.
Moving back and away just to save ascent for the team. Demon 1 scoping up, and the reposition of Jonah P could be everything they have hoped for. Hiding now. We see that time pressure mounting. Demon 1 has to make a play, and Jonah P on that perfect line.
If the door had been open, I think Demon 1's play wins them the map. But Jonah, with a recon up, clearing over towards heaven, he sniffed that one out. It smelt suspicious. Envy, they went for the fast flood in this round. It's been working. But this one looked a bit chaotic. And SEN, they paused, they dealt with it. They controlled the chaos. And they've given themselves another lifeline.
Bro, hey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
You want to play? Let's play.
It's tension. Definitely feel it. The snippets of the comms we're getting in these replays now. Tour de force in the hands of Demon One. It's a menace with this one, just a smoke in his face, but he wants to press forwards, potentially thinking about it, but there's spam, second guessing now. Didn't want to give away his life too easily. All going to be vacuumed up.
Yeah, 2 away though, still from an ultimate. So it's not like it's an objective necessarily to play for in this round. Depending, I suppose, on if he gets a plant down. SEN very grouped up. Potentially looking for a B-pop. Have not seen them do too much hard exec style so far in this half.
Going upwards. Has to be dealt with here. Team of One's going to be pushed back and peeled away to stun. Release ricochets now. Joe went forward, shut down as Knights. Forward stepping with the run it back. Hunter's Fury not coming up with too much at all in the deep TP. That's a spike committed.
It's a delivery.
It's all gone too wrong. And for Envy, could be sailing away to a map ahead. Looking ahead to Summit. Bodazir taken out, shut down and out. Jonah P was the hero in the prior round. Not for now though. 13-10 is how it finishes. And Envy up that one map. Well, Summit on the cards here between these two teams. It's Sentinel's map pick, and it is a good one for them, honestly. All things considered, they've shown a lot of proficiency on this map here. For Envy, it's something that they're still trying to figure out an identity for. We've been crediting, I think, Knights, our player on your screen right there, in terms of the double duelist look for them, but Envy don't do that on this map. They're opting into this double Senti look. Sage in the chamber, putting Knights on the Omen. Too much of a fan of it?
I'm unconvinced. But a game like this is where you become convinced in ideas like this, right?
Yeah.
I think the comp itself is really not bad. Like, I think you absolutely can make compositions like this work and even flourish on Summit. But is it the best thing for Envy to be running? I don't know. I really like the look with Knights on Duelist as well. I would absolutely echo what you've been saying. I think this is a good map pick for Sentinels. I can understand why Ewok is saying that the team believes in the veto. But at the same time, it's new territory. It's one where you haven't seen that much of Envy. It's one where they've probably improved since the last time they showcased it. So let's see if SEN have got what they need to be able to take this one all the way to sunset.
I'd love to push it all the way. A lot on the line here in a match against Envy. Upper bracket, of course. Being able to stay in it for the play-ins is a prize in itself.
If you fall to the lower bracket at this point, you might as well kiss your chances of champs goodbye. It's not elimination, but it's almost as difficult.
Yeah, you're allowed an allotted 0 losses if you get dropped down to the lower, even
including
if you make
in
it to the
playoffs.
Yeah,
brutal.
It is a brutal format. But let's get into it then. Seeing Envy, Team 1, posted up early here into the A main angle.
He's got that TP to escape, so he can be a bit cheeky.
Gearing up for the A split. John QT is going to be seeing a lot of this. Potential pressure. I'm eyeing as to whether or not he wants to commit in terms of the peak. It's a shallow angle. Just spot signs of life, and it's a just enough distraction for Joe the jump on the chance. Any questions about his form? Firmly shaken off, really, especially after map 1, and it continues even now. Demon 1 trying to make the most of it, though. Slips straight past that slight gap that is found, and he's earned himself a bit of space, but Spike's still not theirs.
The fans are chanting for the ace, but I actually think it might be a possibility here. Joe looking like he wanted to take a jump on tonight.
Potentially pushing forwards. That's got a lot to contest with. Smoke dissipates, though, and Joe went straight in his face. Knights, though, we brought down regardless. The trading intact, and Team 1, they know his last known position. They got the spike in their grasp. Coming now, but that Util does his best in the moment, but Sentinels, great beginning for them. Pistol round under their belt.
You see John just receive that pressure, hears it coming towards him in A-Link, and he calls over the Wunderkind. Joe, would you mind dealing with these guys?
Take them out for me.
Yeah, and he just finds the perfect timing as Rossi's planting down the wall. This Sage wall, extremely standard if you're going to go for an A-split, but the timing could not have been better for Joe to go for that. It's the perfect peak at the perfect time. He pulls out a bandit into the next. Envy going for that full eco. Classics. A single bandit onto Kesnet.
Joan just looking for signs of life. Doesn't like what he sees though, so he's going to shut the door in their face. Now forwards as well gets that acknowledgement. The refract is popped. Joan might want to make a go of things here just before it expires, but there it is. Just a shoulder pops out, baits the shot. It's going to peel back. It's a bait and switch though. Jonah P goes down as a result. Gun reclaimed by Jerwin. Going to pick that one all the way up, potentially putting the punish down onto them, but Envy are flooding through with the player advantage. They've got the bodies now to make this work.
Close range fight. Disaster over there towards Trophy.
Already it's all going wrong. Demon One. It's a crazy shot. Headhunter in his hands. Cortezia. How do you handle this in a 1v3? Demon One. Well drilled. He's going to concede up that space and the angle, but there is so much to account for if you're Cortezia. Twisting and turning now, wondering where the next players might lie. It's a good setup from Envy. It's not leaving too much in terms of gaps. Ross is to be the next to catch that contact, but he also catches a bullet. That instant swing almost anticipated. But a thrifty win here for Envy. They are back in business.
Oh, so early on. When Ewok was asked what went wrong for you on Ascent, he did talk a little bit about the defense side as well, but one of the other things he mentioned was also us losing that eco. When we had the guns and Envy didn't, that was our opportunity to really steer the momentum and take full control of the map, and we missed it. He can't believe it. It's happened again. And this one even more disastrous.
It really is. A Demon One difference. Sentinels are grouped up here on a wiki by their own. And a nice shot. It goes both ways. Jerwin.
The Jerwin difference.
Immediate answer. Demon One, he was the player getting it all done. Not going to be a playmaker in this round.
That one from Glyph making it feel like they might be trying to create some pressure on the B split.
Instead from Envy though.
Yeah, getting a little bit of info over here, clearing it out. At the end of the day though, it's Cortezia with a bandit, has to do it all. And he, while he's been a hero maker before,
trying to sidestep. It's close quarters, that's where the bandit will thrive. The Thorns detted. Cortezia's job just to buy time for them, and it's perfect in terms of crosshair placement, but it's not the right gun really.
Yeah.
Almost gets the kill on the Knights.
Maybe they should buff that gun a bit more.
Do not let this guy cook. And Sendo, we steadily find their way forward. See, that gun that was dropped earlier, so now all to play around with. Ults are being considered, especially when you have the player advantage. On to round 3. It's Convergent Paths now going to be unleashed. It's Jerwin setting it forwards now into motion onto the side. He clears out most of this one. Knight's looking for a bit of a timing. Past that one now is going to be retreating. Bit of spam into the cove. Already steps up towards it, but this is dangerous, dangerous stuff still. Pointing out towards the barrel. Redux off to the side, and now it's a 1v1 in a blink of an eye. Rossi versus John QT. Storm Surge is good. Rossi circling, trying to swing around, trying to find this. There's no time. There's no time. It was bought out in the end. Envy, they barely get it done.
Good pressure from Zen. Definitely making Envy sweat, but it's Rossi who comes away with the clutch in the end. Just playing that timing, dancing around the box, and securing it. But that was quite a light buy round, and Envy made the sweat. Today is not Cortezia's day. He has had so many opportunities where you think, this is where the magic's going to happen. Surely this is the round where he comes up with the huge play. And he's been getting shut down after just getting his one. At some point, maybe today, he'll come alive and surprise us all with an astonishing round. He's been good for it recently. All right, guns in hand, though, finally, for both of these teams. Sentinels close the mid door. Jerwin with the AWP.
Yeah, he was a menace with it, but he's on the opposite side of where the action's going to be kicking off. Again, it's Cortezia. He'll have his chance, and there it is. Heads are turned right away. Redux trying to play off that pressure. Gets the one before he's eventually falling prey. John QT, though, straight in there. High tide.
Oh, the res.
Whipped his way across. Yeah, that orb is online. Going to be able to get Glyph back into the action, but they can preempt it. Bit of spam. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Cortezia off into the corner here, and he's found his mark, found his timing. He's traded immediately, but Joe went straight in there, still slipping the net. Demon One straight through, but it's a 1v2 now. Looking to potentially force the issue. It's Jonah P, who is miles away. The angle no longer watched for.
Jerwin, he's dropped himself in there.
Holding into pit, and this is unaccounted for.
What a read.
Incredible levels of intelligence. Demon One forced it into the 1v1, and now just trying to scope out where Jonah P could be.
He could be anywhere.
We saw it in that previous map. It went Jonah P's way.
The agent that Demon 1 is playing, though, he can go forward, he can take a bit of contact, he can find out where Jonah is, and then he can zip back to safety.
The pressure's on him. There's 22 seconds left. He needs to get the spike. Drop down into main.
I love the way that Jonah's playing this, just hiding, making sure that he gets the information about when and where Demon 1 plants.
And there it is, as the seconds bleed down. Has to make noise, has to scurry away, looking for the plant spot as well, but just left guessing, wondering where they could be. Has to commit to this one now, Demon 1. So a potentially good spot! What? Oh, there's no way! Lee! Yeah. Yeah, he is that guy.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the Demon 1 factor. Wow, they can't put a leash on him today.
Oh.
There is nothing that SEN can do to stop his impact here on Summit.
Yeah.
That is peak Demon 1. That is astonishing.
My god. MV leading 3-1. It's Sentinel's map pick, and it's all going too wrong. A timeout necessary.
Ewok's going to take this timeout so early on. So early. And I mean, to be honest with you, was there anything that wrong with the way that they played the B defense? Yeah, I mean, they could have locked it down a little bit harder perhaps, but at the end of the day, there is some magic happening to be able to pull some of these rounds across. Demon 1 7-2 has been the guy who won them round 2 and 4.
He's been electric, really. His role's being solidified a lot more onto the chamber.
Huh, it's so odd that Envy would do well by putting Demon 1 on chamber. How could anybody have predicted this?
Who could have predicted it? Not us, no, but this guy's not missing a beat. It's unreal form.
Yeah, it's exceptional, it really is. I mean, he's also trying to pull out the Omen on split, which credit to him for playing something that he's not particularly familiar with, but
yeah,
dude, any map where you can get him on the chamber, yeah, these comps, he's going to be able to fill the gaps that we otherwise might not be as convinced about.
It's a weird setup. He's not supposed to have the spike, I think, but I'll be happy to drop that one down. Sentinels backside of the timeout. Let's see what they've got up their sleeves. A lot of Utah going to be sent flying forwards to saturate. Drop down to the 4. It's a deep TP, but accounted for. Cortezia is going to be taking that one out. It's fake pressure over towards A. Envy hoping to pull rotations. Now they look in a different direction, up through mid, taking a lot of risks. Redux left to hold this one back and away, but onto that angle. Not quick enough. Nice and straight there. On top of it all, Cortezia, now he's really feeling the pressure and the heat. There's a flash and a peek to set himself up, but already just being wrapped from behind. This is Envy with complete control over towards the B site.
Player advantage, post-plant setup, drop control, full site control.
Saving.
Yeah, it's not a retake that you have a great chance of winning at all. I mean, where are you even going to come from? Trophy room is walled off. If you try to go through mid, then Kesnit's got your line very early. There's no flank. SEN just don't have the positioning for this at all. Envy are tearing through them like a hot knife through butter. It's brutal to watch. And that was even the second layer of their round. It wasn't even the intention at the beginning. The intention was A fake, ult into pit, and hopefully take B for free with a bit of, you know, pit drop positioning. And instead they had to go for a B split, and it just worked remarkably well.
Catching some of these Sentinel players in these 1v1s, and they just weren't ready for it.
No.
Redux really being the linchpin there, just trying to hold together the B hold.
Yeah, I think you could argue that Redux is on too aggressive of a position here, actually. Because he's not playing in a spot where he could duck behind cover and paranoia refight them or anything like that. Fight a rolling retreat. He is on quite a committed off angle.
Yeah.
But those off angles are normally one and done spots. And it's a non and done. Knights obliterate. He just walks around the corner and owns Redux.
Cleaves the head off. Sentinels still able to scrap together a couple of bits and pieces here. Rifles at least, but 2 Guardians. They have to correct the course.
That's a very ambitious saturate attempt to trap somebody there. Don't think Jerwin was getting enough value out of that in most majority of rounds.
Is it? No, Jonah P is going to be falling now.
They can't hold angles against them.
Access. They really can. They're just not winning the fights out. That's what it's boiling down to. Sage walls just to reinforce that one. Give limited opportunities for Sentinels to make a play in.
Kesnit 10 miles forward, blocking them in at a very tiny choke point.
Miles ahead of it.
This is another one where it almost looks like you'd save. They won't. They'll go for it. Of course they should.
They have to, right? But Kesnit is just unaccounted for, and I don't blame them. How can you expect it? The TP on top is that cherry on top. I mean,
your chance of winning a post-plant retake like this are almost nil. Once they've locked you off like this, you got no hope. If you're going to be giving up the sites this easily, you've got to be getting a flank retake going or fighting them over cave or something. But Sen's defensive setups right now, this was killing them in the game that they played most recently against Crew on Sunset.
Yeah.
But here on Summit, I really thought that last time we had watched Sen, they had something cooking. They had some ideas. And Envy are making them look like this was a bad map pick.
It's dire. Dire stuff, man. Timeout was just taken by Sen, and they are not finding any way to get back in. The only round they won is the pistol. And after that, I mean... Oh, we know. You've all got eyes. You can see it at the top of your screens. It's not great. Nasty peak.
They're winning every entry.
I told you, Max. We seen that guy, we killed him.
Yes, sir. Bro, that hit.
Yeah. You see a guy, you kill him.
They're winning every fight out. Sen have to put up resistance.
I think Sen need to be refighting into areas with flashes.
It's a fight into mid. Hard committing here from Sentinels.
I guess
Envy are in a completely different direction.
I play the 5v5 retake, is what Sen have decided here.
Yep. Spike is not picked up, by the way. Envy are full sending this into the B site. That's going to be buying them critical seconds.
And Knights has got to run back for it. Rossi's going to Rossi's going to have all of these players in his crosshair.
And there it is, he sees them. Immediately retreats, sees the deep push down into mid. He's going to be calling for that one. And guess what? The space again vacuumed up. Look at where Kesnit is.
Yeah.
He swapped sides, man. He's auto-balanced. Look at the other team.
But also they don't have a flank retake going because Rossi was controlling it. It's such good heads-up awareness from Envy. They're one step ahead of him. Demon 1 and Kesnit are just locking him out.
Yeah. When you are winning every single fight coming your way, you got the confidence for it. Swinging forwards though, Kesnit. Pressed into a corner here. Shouldn't get more, but somehow he's still coming up with it. He can't be stopped. It's groans from the audience. Difficult for them to chew through, to pass what they're seeing, but Envy are just running a mockery right now and running all over Sentinels.
It's a slaughter. It's so similar to the beginning of Sunset, honestly. Sen's defensive setups don't exist. They can't stop Envy getting into these areas. They've now tried to play 5v5 retake with a bit of a flank and been shut down. On Ascent, it was the Op and the Odin. They had to save and they had to get the Op and the Odin. Without that, they didn't have a hope. Ewok's burning his second timeout, his last timeout, before round 8.
Yeah.
In a desperate hope that they might be able to salvage it in the same way that they did on Ascent. And at least on this map, if you got it back to 6-6, you'd be feeling like you've got some good chances. But are you really going to be able to pull that off again?
The house is in disarray.
And also, I think their chances of pulling back to 6-6 are essentially nil because they're going in on an eco round here.
Yep. The money broken. Envy are just getting away with it. I mean, I don't want to boil it down to just hitting their shots. They have some cheeky ideas. But also Sentinels are just, they're conceding space. They're losing every fight that's available and offered up to them.
Yeah, Sen, in some of the really important rounds earlier, were holding committed positions. And just, they were holding space where they had to hit their shot. And if you don't hit your shot, you're dead.
Yeah.
You know, Redux was on a committed angle. Next round, Jonah P is on a committed angle. They're not playing to jiggle peek and then refight with util. They're holding guns out, looking to take the fight against Envy. And Envy are like, yeah, sure, of course we will. Our team is built with fraggers who want to take aim duels.
They want to fight. Stack of players here from Sentinels.
Well, this looks like a more util-heavy setup. Yeah, Paranoia to support Jerwin.
Yeah, Kesnit's forwards. Jump spot doesn't spot much here. Jerwin is going to be holding that one. Saturate. Ready at a moment's notice. Team 1 though taking points, and he's going to be taking a bullet to the brain and the head. Saturate is even better. Sentinels. Trap play works out in their favor. Paranoia is going to be broken. Do Envy still want to opt into it? That is the question.
Weapon here.
Res online.
Second res that might have some decent value. Although the last one got killed immediately.
Wall up. Bit of spam now. So Rez is committed into the corner, so there's a bit of extra safety. The Haunt reveals quite a bit. Envy just looking to see if they can bide their time. Weather most of this. And
Glyph is through.
He's all the way through.
They've got such a nice read of where the gaps are in Sen's defense.
Full residency. Let's see if it's caught though. Caught is here. He's found it. Good composure. Doesn't rush into his shot. Picks up the rifle now. This could be exactly what Sentinels needed. It's 3 players of Envy scuttling over towards the B side, but it's still a full setup now for Cortezia to play around. Dawn's going to be deaded. Not going to be pushing back Rossi. Both players, our Knights and Team 1, are collected together in the hallways, looking for these 1v1s, looking for the fights and the opportunities for it. It's a dash to the side. Immediately pulls them back and away. It's risky business in a position like this, and the fight's just not quite going their way. Sidestepping it. It's a dance there from Jerwin. He's able to avoid most of the bullets.
Demon 1 on the flank.
Big ults now, but Demon 1 on the flank, activating. Trying to take these fights, but Redux takes the head again, clean off. Answered back now, and with it, to safe defusal, surely. Nice has got a lot to do from this spot. And a smoke to blind fire into. He's able to at least clean up a couple of these kills, but Sen get that round they were looking for. A thrifty to stem the bleeding.
How were they hitting their shots better when they have sheriffs in their hand versus when they had the rifles? Jonah P holding the first angle. He's just the contact for the trap play. Deletes Demon 1. And the round just snowballs from here. They even got the raid boss back online. Demon 1 resurrected wasn't enough. So many sheriff shots being hit here. That is not necessarily the round that Ewok was trying to get them to. I wrote off a 6-6, but it's technically still possible.
Yeah, they flipped it now. Look at the money. Business is booming for Sentinels. More than possible now, especially with German with this one. Sentinels, everything is within their grasps.
Yeah, Care link. I probably link.
I have a link right now, Cortez.
One link. One blind.
Are you playing retake, Cortez?
No, I got the link. The strong P.
They use wall.
They use Sage Wall.
You want me to bait? You want me
Are we playing retake? Should I get in or not?
We're good. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that, Cortez.
It's 5 minutes.
Back
They come. They bait for me.
Okay. I'll blind. Blinding now. Blinding.
One more. Binning.
Oh, two.
Well, two more. That's all
Two
me.
more. I'll plan retake.
Yeah, you guys just triple up together.
We can go heavy cave.
I'm gonna hold.
We have gap B-Link again.
I'm gonna check it. Come on, ult it from Cat.
Don't hear it.
Missing. Don't hear it.
Planning B. Planning A.
Together. Have Willow.
I'm walking.
Omen planted.
I'm walking cave.
We have no.
Can we just walk? Can we just walk a link? We'll just walk a link.
This
is so hard.
Heard. Yeah.
I have
Someone needs to
Prowler.
watch flank. They're gonna put like the.
Heard. Trade guns, Joe. Trade guns.
Prowler close. Watch out.
Power.
I have ult off it.
Go for it. I'll hold link.
Fade was missing. Okay?
What do you mean ult?
It was only Fade.
I have Cat.
I'm gonna smoke fire. I'm gonna smoke
I have
fire.
one smoke as well.
The ult is from deep cave.
Smoking main.
He's low.
Yeah,
On the right.
right.
He's not hit. Go side.
Yeah, I'm ignoring him.
I'm buying site.
I'm dashing out.
On
side.
side.
Heard.
Could be in the pie smoke.
They're gonna be
One
quick
main.
one.
Main.
Defuse. Get on main. It's main.
Sick.
I'll main.
Nice try. Okay.
We're giving some.
It's another Red Bull clutch here. Rossi, 4-piece put together. And Sentinels, you can tell from the comms, I mean, there's so much uncertainty.
Yeah.
They are missing so much map control trying to go into these retakes, always having to go as a pack, and it's just bleeding that time off the clock.
I don't know who exactly it was, but somebody in the send pack called, this is so hard.
Yeah.
And
I think it was John QT.
well, you heard John earlier as well say we've gapped B-Link. They left B-Link open because they're rotating around the map to try to react to what Envy are doing. But they're doing it in a passive way where they give up a ton of map control and then they have no idea where the Envy players have disappeared to. This round, though, comes down to the individual moments too. Envy faking like they could be going for some B-split pressure.
It's a ton of util flying forwards now, but Redux going to be the recipient of that paranoia. Has to respect it.
Just pushing Sen back, pushing them away, making it harder, giving them less information.
Same story, isn't it?
At least, though, Jonah P is keeping info in B-Link right now. That, I think, is pretty critical.
Seeing it now. Slowing it down here from Envy.
John is just in spawn. I mean, he's not got a job on this defense setup that they're currently running.
No. He's roaming around, I think, just holding util just in case there is that fast pop-out, but
that's not optimized.
no. Glyph alone on this line. Okay, Jerwin shuts it down. The spawn on the initiator, and it's pulled players away from A, but the wall's going to be triggered. It's a bit slapdash on either side, but a TP up. He'll be able to get people. Rossi's left one of the players behind. Steven won't have to chip his way through just to get access, but it is the A site nevertheless.
Strange usage of the wall. I don't think that was necessary. Could have been better used in the post-plant setups. But Rossi, with a res in his back pocket, could still be the playmaker. Look at the space that Knights is taking. Sen are so passive.
Yeah. Prowler, broken. Stepping back, it's really just Envy making him earn every single inch on the map. Steel Garden, no. No pocket to play in here. Demon 1 has to rely on a headhunter now, pulled out with that sidearm. Players potentially receiving it all now with those rifles, well trained. Envy got to potentially lock down Jonah P, trying to make the most. Demon 1 again from the side. He can't be stopped, and time is always a problem, always an issue.
Oh, he's toying with him.
At this point, Envy. It's too much space being conceded. Demon 1 will go down to the spike. Could be a problem, depending on the state of the money, but it's another round and they are just happy to get added up to the pile.
Sen looks so scared. They're not in A-Link, ready to retake as the spike is putting down. They're so worried that Envy are doing some elaborate fake on them. They're worried that there's fakes and lurks and all sorts going on. But if you're not playing aggressive, you're not getting the information. And if you don't have the information, then you're scared of these kind of things. And Rossi is shouting across the stage, letting them know that they're playing like ass. And man, that's got to be difficult to deal with.
TP! Oh my god, it's an eco idea, but players are ready for it. Envy are just walking straight into them. It was a thrifty win that set Sentinels potentially on the right path earlier, but Lightning not able to strike twice. This time Envy, again, still winning all these fights. Cortezia, it's too difficult of a challenge for him now, and yep, you can just follow the leader. Kezza's going to be leading the charge all the way through into cave already. These TPs just cutting the players off. They don't really care at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean, Knights wanted to get on top of that. He had a little hop, but got left behind. It's not going to matter. It really isn't. Envy can do no wrong. The red carpet has been rolled out for them, and Sen are saying, welcome in, come and take the sights.
It's time to start talking about it. We were discussing it. And the upper bracket is something to be prized, really, in this format. And Sen's goals of trying to make champs, this whole rebuild gets significantly harder from the lower bracket. They're staring it down currently. You're only afforded
I had to get the kill, bro.
one loss as that buffer. If they go down to the lowers, if they want to make it a champs, they have to win every single game from that point on.
And if they do get eliminated in play-ins, you could argue it's been the worst year ever for Sen. On par with like a 2022, 2023 kind of performance. Certainly been a long time since we've seen Sen struggle like this.
One more round to potentially put on the boards, and with shots like that, okay. Possibility. Aggro lines and winning the fights out. Potential win cons for them, but that's going to be a res online and no punish in sight.
No, you can't punish that. Demon 1 is back up.
Have to break their own wall.
He's got his pocket Sage Kitten, giving him reses all the time. Thank you very much, Rossi. Rossi, revive me.
Please.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is their comms up 9-2. They've got to be feeling pretty relaxed.
Well, now it's Redux here. Stunned up. It's a Nightfall going to be used. Reciprocating off of all that util pressure. And we have 30 seconds left. There's no clear goal.
30 seconds left.
No, there isn't.
Mistakes are going to be made here as they're just trying to rush back into one site and the other, and Drunk QT could definitely capitalize. They're going into the opposite direction. 20 seconds.
Oh, they baited out the ult from Redux, though. They found the weak site. It's only Jonah P.
Yep, broken his angles. Now it's Jonah P to be that playmaker. He's the one to put a stop to us now. 13 seconds left. All the players running forwards, but the same can be said for Kesnid. Again, slip the net, playing forwards. Jonah P weaving in and out past these smokes. Demon 1, never denied. Always an opportunity to shine for this guy. TP's pass and away. Redux potentially slipping past, but that is not clean at all. Still gets the kill, still gets the job done. 3v3, Sentinels. Gonna get their way in now. Storm Surge sent flying forwards, but it needs to be put together. Fight seems to be one out. Rossi just buying time, making it awkward alongside Glyph. Both at drop, shutting Sen out of the picture. Smokes eventually Propping up. John QT just gets the one from the spam. Moving around. Corners the air. Sidestepping. Most of the bullets forward, but still that time pressure. Rossi, last one left. Trying to make the most. Onto the corner, onto the angle. Swinging wide. Time! It's just online. Corners gets to the fuse without going down.
He finally has his round. He saves Sen here. Sticks the defuse. Tucked into the corner. But it's 9-3. There's not much celebration happening on the red side of the stage.
10 seconds left.
Jonah's been trying. Joe's still been popping. But this half was all envy all day long.
Standing.
From the first moment when Demon 1 clutched out round 2 for them, popping heads and giving them the eco, they've been in control.
Whenever I use Zowie models, I would say I just feel my element.
Demon 1 is good.
Without Nyack, the biggest difference was the ghosting. It was a immediate change. If you see something and it's not actually there, you're gonna miss your shot. Black Equalizer and Vibrance, I can react quicker to it, I can shoot better at it.
This guy is just spectacular.
And that way I can always trust him, that I can just focus on competing. My performance will always be at the top level.
Zowie.
Okay, so Jonah, look, I've been asking all my friends, all the players that I've worked with in this office for years now to help me out with things, and everyone keeps telling me no. Help me out. Teach me how to play ping pong. Am I savable?
No, there's no hope in you. I'm sorry.
Ah, this is ridiculous.
But for you guys, how I always beat Cortez is spin. You got to learn how to spin the ball, and that's how you take Cortez's money.
You think I could do the spin?
Oh yeah, if you learn, you can beat Cortez.
He believes in me, guys.
Sen might need a little bit of that belief, I think, at this point. And yeah, currently down 9-3 at the half. It's their map pick of Summit. It's all gone a little bit too wrong here. Make sure to lock in with another one, ExpressVPN as well. Scan that QR code on your screens.
There is a lot of work to be done from the Sen side if they want to try to recover their map pick. There has been a pattern, a trend of Sen playing some of their defense sides across a range of maps way too passively, and it has hurt them. We saw it on Breeze and on Sunset in the game against Crew. We saw it also here on Summit, and Envy are set up beautifully to take this one away 2-0 and sail forwards in the bracket. A lot of people didn't even have them going past M80. But this is a new version of Envy.
The bone to pick with everybody, I think. Writing this team off all the way forwards here. This is Glyph in a tight spot. It's very, very aggressive here from Sentinels. Very purposeful in terms of the fight being taken. They are winning this out, but again, flooding in, it's shut down. It's good trades intact, and it leaves it just down to Rossi and Demon 1. 2v3.
You don't want to play offsite when Rossi has the wall.
Over.
John and Jonah's positioning crucial.
Yeah.
Jonah's been hitting.
Hold on, he's going to be cut out of the picture.
Going to lock him in?
Yeah, that's going to be the wall. And now there's really no options forwards. Jonah P, he's got to just try and chip away at this one, but he's worried about the potential cross up. He's just walking for now. The tap. Team 1 looking to see where the signs of life are. Oh no, Jonah P can't be the savior. He can't do it again. He can't do it once more. Envy, a pistol round win to get them to 10.
And that is deserved taunting across the stage from Rossi. He has cooked them with that wall. That is beautiful stuff. Trapping Jonah P in there. Jonah's worried about somebody pushing him from the other side. He can't just fully commit to breaking the wall. Isolate these players over towards B main. They have to peek off tap. Straight into Rossi and Demon 1.
Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys! Bro, the game is over! The game is over! Remember, Neri? You got...
Oh my God.
Oh, bringing up the narrate beef.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't realize it was personal like that. Hold on.
Let's get in the game.
I actually think narrate's doing better over in EMEA with Karmic Corp now. They're looking pretty good over there now. I think he's pretty happy. It's a force-up from SEN. They're down by 7. They've got to make something happen. But Envy have been outplaying them at every twist and turn.
Knights, plenty of confidence here. Making plays. Jump spot, did it see him? Players are just moving around here, and the wall won't save you from that one! Why not? A second one for the Troubles, and Kesnet was right there behind him. Space still taken up. Watch for now.
John can't watch this forever. He's the one with the spike. They have to make something happen at some point.
The Retriever Team of 1 is slowly circling in and closing in on as well. Make sure to show this one up. A bit of running and gunning backwards. They do at least clean up that kill.
Yeah, not great there. Kesnet had a stun that he could have used, but never mind.
2v3.
SEN given an opportunity, but a slim one.
Yeah, and it is Rossi alone
30
on the
seconds
B
left.
side.
With a Bulldog. I mean, this guy is confident. He's been giving it to SEN every single round that he's won.
Yeah, smoke popped up. Obvious to play in here. This is Sentinels that are weakened. John and Redux. Plant down though, and that flank is going to be occupied. Deep TP up towards the top. The door going to be broken.
Yeah, wait a second. You killed Redux like that before.
And that's still going to be falling.
John
had
close.
It was open towards it. John does have ult, but now he's just going to be playing from that drop angle. And there it is. ISO'd one of the fights, but Team 1 straight on top of it. Force doesn't work out. Envy up to 11 at this point. Might as well just sail away into that upper bracket and send Sentinels tumbling down.
Every play that SEN tried to cook up, Envy one step ahead, disrupting it, interrupting it. A walk down mid from Knights. Unexpected. You were asking the question, did the jump spot see him? Can't have done. Cannot have done. And Redux just doesn't think that there's going to be somebody on the wide flank there.
Wait. I'm gonna go Max. I'm gonna go get a Guardian.
SEN are not anticipating how aggressive and how confident Envy are. They're just taking the whole map away from them.
Deep walks down. Pure confidence in the aim.
Yeah. I mean, Glyph was in a much deeper position than Redux thought there. And they didn't even have a chance to use John's ult. Could have been their saving grace. It's a scrappy buy on both sides, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what does it matter? 8 rounds up.
You're this many rounds down. I mean, it's dire circumstances now. And look at it again, the disrespect. The absolute disrespect. Knights! Adjusting and snapping. Team 1's off to the side. Kesnet is getting involved. Announcing himself to the conversation. This is Envy. They're tired of playing this match. They're trying to wrap this up.
How many times is Knights going to be able to get away with just making an aggro play like that and nobody on SEN anticipating it?
No one's holding it.
They are not ready for the disrespect. They don't realize that Envy, with all of this confidence, wind in their sails, are just going to take liberties with it. And Cortazia, magic worker for the team in the past, does not have a hope in this match. Has not been able to pull the rabbit out of the hat as he's done before.
Dire stuff. At this point, just barely trying to hold on to the Bulldog, whatever he can, but this will be Envy up to 12.
30 seconds
On the
left.
verge of moving forwards here. Upper bracket of the play-ins. To that upper semi-finals.
This is another example as well of SEN picking a map and getting destroyed on it. They don't seem to have a good idea about which maps they're better than their opponents on.
10 seconds left.
Contrast that to Envy, who've actually been getting better and better at countering what their opponents are doing. Shows in matches like this. 9 match points. Envy have put themselves in such a good position, man. Crazy that he's getting away with that.
It's been consistent. Everybody on Envy.
Crazy that no one's looking for it. They've been doing it to you repeatedly.
Yeah.
Placing wall trap.
Lack of confidence, perhaps, but yeah, Sentinels looking wasted away. Potentially about to be sent straight down into that lower bracket. Envy going from that strength to strength, and again, just disrespect a bit of slow orb. Take up the orb, and Rossi's still going to be posted onto the line. Stepping forwards though, that's Gerwin with the punish. First step of things now, the high tide as well. Going to be ripping his way across into the B site. Nobody is home. Players though fast approaching. Envy trying to make the most of this one. Jonapido caught. Trying to take matters into his own hands now, and Gerwin stunned up into the corner. This should be it. Nails being hammered into the coffin. Ults now being expended. You might as well. You got nothing left to lose. Glyph now forwards. All these angles slowly being pressured. It's Sentinels that have to carve out a path to success to plant at least down. Time ticking. Can they bleed off any more? Demon 1 is showing no mercy. No mercy at all. Demon 1 and Glyph. John QT, the IGL, to try and save them, to try and do anything at all. Wins that 1v1 out! But Glyph puts him down. And Envy doing the unthinkable. Week on week, improvements on improvements. Sailing into that upper semi-finals.
The team that went 1-4 in stage 2 group stage, being able to make these changes, to be able to, despite everything, despite the drama, despite the moves, despite the reinvention of their identity, they are now 1 win away from making it to playoffs. A date with MIBR, a team that they have history with over the course of this year, both good and bad. But this time it feels like they're meeting them more as equals than ever before. No longer a massive underdog or a huge upset if Envy win. They're actually putting some really good Valorant out there.
Something is clicking at the right time for this team. And that's the luxury of this format. They can be proud as they take a bow. Dismissing Sentinels, sending them down to that lowers.